Operational risk and compliance.
Good morning.
Feels like I haven't been up here in forever, but I guess it's only been a week. I hope everyone had a great week last week and took some time to really, the folks that were here and were listening to the live stream, really took some time to listen to what's happening within the organization. Personally, I feel better than I have in a while knowing the direction that we're taking. I think some of the senior leadership realignment is going to be fantastic for our direction and growth as an organization. So I was really excited. I'm hoping that you all got just as much out of it. I wanted to take a second this morning and walk through, why do we do this, right? I started thinking about it over the weekend and I realized we've got so many new faces here, which is exciting. But I also, you're probably like, what the heck do we do this thing on Monday morning, this huddle thing? So, we are one team. We have different focuses within our teams, but we are one team. This gives us an opportunity, and it's not meant to be this long meeting in the morning on Monday. We have Green Zone where we can take an hour and we can really share. What this is meant is to bring the individual group focuses together so that you all understand we are one team. It's for me to find out, do we have anything going on this week, right? It's for us to be able to share that with everyone. It gets us ready to attack the week that's in front of us. If we have any special announcements, we're a team. We want to share those special announcements with one another. It's a reminder to all of you that you are not by yourself. It reminds me that I am not by myself either when I start to look around. And I have many of you that I can rely on to help me through the week. That's what this is meant to be. It's so that you understand we have a common goal with what we're trying to achieve every single day, and we're doing this together. So for those of you that are new and have scratched your head saying, what the heck is this thing? That is the intent. It's supposed to be a quick 10 minutes on Monday morning. It's getting us all together. It's trying to make sure that we have some energy in here so that you know that go out and attack the rest of the week, but not by yourself. Not by yourself. Because I always say we're all in this together. And we're champions. So I just wanted to make sure that you all knew. Here's the intent behind what this crazy huddle thing is. I am going to take a few minutes this morning, and I swear I'm going to try and keep it rather brief. But so you guys got to listen to the stream from the meeting. And I want to make sure, and in my opinion, I feel like what should happen is leadership should go out and have more conversations and more in-depth conversations. But I want to make sure everyone understands what our strategy is as an organization. Now, the strategy has not changed, and I'm going to hit the 3 pillars quickly. The strategy hasn't changed. It's just what we're going to do to attack those pieces of the strategy could look different year over year, but the strategy itself is the same. And there's 3 pillars to our strategy. One is to build a high-performance team. We have to have the ability to attract, train, and retain high-performance talent. If we can't build high-performance teams, there's no way we're going to hit the 2nd pillar, which is delivering excellence. Delivering excellence to our consultants and our customers. Customer-first mindset. And you can lump consultants in with the customers. Everything we do, we need to make sure that we're keeping our customers and our consultants in the forefront of our minds. If we have a high-performance team, it gives us the ability to deliver excellence, and it allows our producers out in the field to go out and seize more market opportunities. As they seize more market opportunities, our organization grows, and what does growth do? Provides opportunities to every one of us. So keep in mind the 3 pillars of our strategy. Extremely important to understand, because what's even more important than that is where do you fit into the strategy with what you do every single day. You think about the business cycle. Sales can sell, recruiters can recruit, but unless we do what we need to do every single day, that business cycle is not going to continue. We are a significant part of what happens on a regular basis. So we have to make sure we're showing up the right way. We have to make sure that we're committed to delivering excellence to our consultants and our customers, because it allows the producers to continue to help our organization grow, which is a benefit to all of us. So what I would like to see is I'd like to see leadership have many more conversations back to the teams. Exactly what is your part? How do you deliver excellence? Do you feel like you're a part of a high performance team? If not, how do you change that? Mindset, first and foremost, is extremely important to make sure you can deliver have a high performance team. So, hand in hand with that, it was interesting. When I was leaving the Global Summit, I'm in the airport, and normally I shop. I'm trying not to do that anymore, or not as much. So I'm in the airport, and I'm like, hey, I'm here early. So I went to Mac, bought some makeup, and then I'm like going to Hudson News, and I was looking at the books. I want to get something that's a quick read, because I know once I get on the airplane, I'm gonna shop or watch a movie. So I see this book, and really small, fast read. It's called The Coffee Bean. It's funny because one of the guys that was at the meeting with us, they had a giveaway, and he ended up getting this book. And I'm like, it looks kind of interesting. And I read this book in 30 minutes. And the concept basically behind the story is what the author did is he came up with some examples, and he related it back to environment. And it's really your mindset based on what's going to happen within the environment. So he talked about if you get a pot of boiling water, and the boiling water represents all the outside influences. It's your bills, it's the stress level, it's your workload, it's maybe your dog's sick, but it's all of those influences. And if you take a carrot and you put it in a pot of boiling water, what happens? It gets soft. So the carrot allows the outside environment to influence how it responds. Then he said you take an egg, and you take the egg and you put it into a pot of boiling water. And when you put an egg in the pot of boiling water, which again, the boiling water represents the outside environment, the things that can influence you, the egg becomes hard. And it gets hard to those outside influences. And it loses some of the empathy and the connections. And then you take a coffee bean, and you put a coffee bean in a pot of boiling water. What happens? The coffee bean transforms the water in the coffee. So it has an inside-out approach versus an outside-in. So it controls the environment around it. It doesn't allow itself to be influenced. Whereas the carrot and the egg allowed outside in, the outside environment, which is the boiling water, to influence how it responds. I'm gonna ask you, what do you want to be? Do you want to be the carrot, the egg, or the coffee bean? So as you start to think about the influences that are around you, the things that can impact you on a day-to-day basis, we all have them. It's how we respond, it's going to be the most important thing. For us to build a high-performance team, we have to have the right mindset. Let's not allow those outside of us that are going to create some of that negativity. Let's not allow that to influence who we are. Let's focus on being the ones that have the ability to really influence the environment around us so that we operate like we say we do, as champions. And we're a team. If you ever want a quick read, and I'm not one, I have ADD, I can't focus too long on a book. 30 minutes it took me. Big print, drawings, perfect for me. But it actually was something that really hit home with me. And I was lucky enough to put that into play in an experience I had over the weekend. And I felt great about it. And my husband joked and he looked at me, he goes, you were just a coffee bean. And it was good because I was able to actually help transform the way that somebody was viewing a situation. So, think about what you want to be, okay? Any announcements for the week? Nicole?
I have a quick one. You guys probably noticed the standards boards have been located, hung back up. They're here for everybody. Stephanie and Jerry Ann also work to create individual cards to be handed out for everybody. So I have these in my office. So if leadership from every team wants to combine, grab them for you guys, or grab them for your teams and then hand them out. They are wonderful, nice little reminders. You can keep them with you at your desk in case you don't see the boards when you're walking around. And West Coast, you have representation here this week, so I can send them back with you guys.
Which I was hoping somebody was going to recognize. Marissa, if anyone does not know Marissa Johnson from the West Coast for sub vendor, and we have Jordan Walker over there